So children, today we will do some numericals in the math class, children. Ninth class, CBSE. All of you listen, children. 2 ml of Dettol is added to 500 ml of water. 500 ml of water. Try to understand. Okay. And state four observations that you can make. State four observations. You have to say any four observations that you make. First one. Dettol is soluble in water. Number one. Dettol is soluble in water. Number two, it will form homogeneous solution. It will form homogeneous solution. And since it is forming homogeneous solution, children, because Dettol is a liquid, this is a liquid mixture. This is liquid mixture. And since it is forming a homogeneous solution, children, we can't separate Dettol using filter paper. We can't separate Dettol using filter paper also. And it can't scatter light also. It can't scatter light also because solutions don't, suspensions don't, only colloids will scatter. Okay, and still seriously, if anyone asks you, 2 ml Dettol is called solute because which is less is called solute and which is more is called solvent. Which is more is called solvent. Okay, children. So this is first. Second, some numerical scientific children basing on this. Next one, children. So see here. Prachi took 50 ml of water into beakers. Children, Prachi, she took 50 ml of water. This is 50 ml and this is also 50 ml of water in 2 beakers she has taken. 2 beakers. Okay, children? Okay, at room temperature and added sodium chloride. To both of them, she added sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is salt, children, salt. Sodium chloride to 1 beaker. Okay, to 1 beaker she added sodium chloride. To another beaker she added sugar to the other. Till sugar other on more solute would be dissolved. Okay, while sugar, 1 second, children. 50 ml of water at room temperature and added sodium hydroxide to 1 beaker, while sugar to the other till on more solute will be dissolved. Then she heated the contents of the beaker and added more solute. Children, now after adding some sodium chloride, some sugar, now she started heating this. This also she heated, this also she heated. Children, any solution, actually she made saturated solution. Saturated solutions on heating will become unsaturated. Saturated solutions on heating will become unsaturated. Means you can add some more. Saturated solutions, she made saturated solutions and then she started heating, then they will become unsaturated. When will the amount of salt and sugar that can be dissolved in water at a given temperature be the same? And what would you expect to happen if she cools the contents of the beaker? So children, when sugar to the so children, after heating, what she did means she added some more NaCl and some more sugar. Once she started heating, it becomes unsaturated. No? When they become unsaturated, she added some more salt and some more sugar. Now they became super saturated. This is also became super saturated. This is also became super saturated. Once she cools down, all that extra will come and deposit down. All that extra will come and deposit down. Okay, children. Whatever you added after heating will come and deposit on cooling. Whatever you added extra on heating will come and deposit on cooling. This is second question. And first of all, she is saying, will the amount of salt and sugar that can be dissolved in water at a given temperature be the same? No, this is different, this is different, children. The amount of solute soluble is different, children, because it depends on the size. Okay, will the amount at be the sodium chloride and sugar at a given temperature is the same? Means no. You can the sodium chloride you can soluble in different amount and sugar also will be soluble in different amount. We can't go if this is 10 grams, this also won't be 10 grams. You can mix 12 grams also. Who knows? They won't be same, children. At a given temperature, they won't be same. So on heating, they will become unsaturated. You will add excess, they will become super saturated. On cooling, all that excess will come and settle down. That is number one. Now, children, one more question. Please see here. Children, 80% ethyl alcohol is there. 80% ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol means ethanol. Ethanol means C2H5OH. Okay, children, identify solute and solvent. Can anyone say, children? 80% ethyl alcohol solution is there. Identify what is solute, what is solvent. Can anyone say, children? Children, 80% ethyl alcohol means, what is the meaning? Can anyone say, children? What do you mean by 80% ethyl alcohol? Anyone? Yes, it's 80% ethyl alcohol solution.
80% ethyl alcohol dissolved in 100% of water.
No, 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 not like that. 80 grams of ethyl alcohol is 80% ethyl alcohol means 80 ml is ethanol and 20 ml is water. That is the meaning. Okay, try to understand. 80% ethyl alcohol means 80 ml is ethanol. 80 ml is ethanol and 20 ml is water. So which is more in quantity? Ethanol. So this is the solvent and this is less in quantity. So this is solute. This is solute. 80% ethyl alcohol solution means 80 ml of ethanol is dissolving to, in 80%. 80 ml is, I'm sorry, children, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 80 ml is 80% means 80 ml of ethanol is present in 100 ml of water. You want to say this only, Nanika?
Yes, sir.
This is correct. 80 ml of ethanol is present in 100 ml of water. 80% meaning is 80 ml of ethanol is present in 100 ml water. So here 80 ml ethanol is solute because it is less in quantity, and 100 ml water is solvent because that is more in quantity. More in quantity. 80% ethanol solution is 80 ml of ethanol is present in 100 ml of water. You should remember this. Please don't get confused. Okay, children. Some more numericals will be children. Some more numericals like this only. Matters around this. So next one. Next one, children. Children, what would you observe? What will a saturated solution of potassium chloride? A saturated solution of potassium chloride prepared at 60 degrees. 60 degrees is allowed to cool to room temperature. Is cooled to room temperature. So children, what is a saturated solution of potassium chloride prepared at 60 degrees? Children, try to understand, children. Anyone? See, children, room temperature will be, we will consider it as 30 degrees, approximately I'm saying. Children, 60 degrees we are preparing KCl at 60 degrees. At 60 degrees means it is, the solution is made hot, and excess KCl is added. Excess KCl is added. So when you bring back to 30 degrees centigrade to room temperature, all excess will come and settle down. Children, you all of you understood? Children,
Yes,
you
sir.
understand? 60
Sir, I
degrees is,
didn't understand.
you didn't understand, okay? Again, I'm saying slowly. Room temperature is 30 degrees now, room temperature. 60 degrees means solution is made hot. When solution is made hot, anything will take excess case, excess solvent, solute, no. Anything will take excess solute, no. When you make anything hot, it will take excess. When you from 60 to 30, you bring back to room temperature, all that excess will come and settle down. Whatever you made hot and you dissolved, when you bring back to 30, will come and settle. Whatever you dissolve extra by bringing 30 to 60 will come and settle down when you bring it to 30. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because room temperature is 30 and they are saying 60 degrees. One more, some children like this only. If ever you want, you can answer, children, anyone, or else I will get it. What would you observe when aqueous sugar solution is heated to dryness? Aqueous sugar solution is heated so much till it becomes dry. Can anyone see what happens? Yes, children, what happens? Anyone? Children, there is a sugar solution. Children, there is a sugar solution. This is sugar solution, water or sugar solution. It is still heated, continuously it is heated till all the water evaporates. When all the water evaporates, what is left over, children?
Sugar, sir.
Sir,
Sugar.
only sugar, sir.
Sugar
Salts.
crystals are present because sugar can't evaporate, no, children. Simple. What happens when sugar solution or salt solution is heated means salt or sugar, I'm sorry, salt or sugar will be, salt or sugar, whatever is there solute, which will dissolve, will be left over back. Sugar crystals are left over. Simple. No one is answering. Why not? Next one. A mixture of anyone? A mixture of iron filings and sulfur powder is heated strongly. What happens? A mixture of iron filings and sulfur powder is heated strongly. What happens? Yes, anyone? When you mix iron and sulfur, what happens, children? You will get iron sulfide compound. You will get iron sulfide compound. Okay, children, see, try to understand. Normally, if you put iron and sulfur and mix it, it is a mixture. They won't react. But you heat them on heating, iron plus sulfur combines to form iron sulfide. Iron sulfide. You will get a compound. If you don't heat, it is a mixture. If you heat it, it will become a compound. If you don't heat, it is a mixture. If you heat it, it will become a compound. Compound will have different properties than mixture, no, children? Like that. I hope you all understood, children. One more sum. One more sum. Children, you should understand like these questions. If it comes, what do you do, children, in the exam? Please try to understand. Last question for the day. To remaining, we'll discuss tomorrow. Explain why particles of colloids do not settle down when left undisturbed, while in the case of suspension they do. Children, why colloids do not? Why colloids do not settle down? Yes, children. This is a question. Children, see normally, like muddy water is there, no, children, like muddy water. Okay, all those things, they will settle, children. When muddy water is there. Okay, when muddy water is there, it is a suspension. When you leave it after some time, all the mud will come and settle down. Whereas in colloids, they don't settle down. Why is the question? Why means, children, the particles are spread evenly through the medium, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas, because the dispersed particles of colloid are, children, they are not as large as that of suspension. Therefore, they do not settle down. Simple. Try to understand. Children, first, why they don't settle down means, first, they are evenly spread out. They are evenly spread out. In suspension, they are irregularly spread out, children. They don't dissolve properly. Okay, they evenly spread out in dispersion medium. They are evenly spread out in dispersion medium, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas. Because of dispersed particles of colloid are not as large as suspension. Okay, therefore they do not settle down. They do not settle down. Okay, children. So these are the examples, children. So remaining sums I will tell tomorrow, children. Thank you.